for you. How are you?
Hi.
I'm Spencer Krueger. I'm going to be your interviewer for today.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How was your drive up?
It was pretty good. Do you mind if I
You
sit
can go
down?
ahead and sit down right there.
Okay.
Perfect. Lovely weather we're having, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty warm. It's about like 80
Yeah,
degrees
especially for
outside,
October, huh? So today I'm going to be interviewing you over your education, your personal experiences in previous jobs, and why you would like to work for Starbucks. It's going to take about 10 to 12 minutes, and I'm just going to give you a little background on Starbucks as a company before we start. Our mission statement is to inspire and nurture the human spirit one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. And we every day try to live up to that mission statement through our workers and through how we handle customers and also what the customers are buying. So I'm just going to see if I think you would be a good fit for the company. Okay? It'll be
Okay.
quick and painless. So I see that you worked at previous restaurants. Did you enjoy these jobs?
Yes, I worked at Crestview Country Club, and then I currently work at Sakana, which is a Japanese bar and grill. So at Crestview, I enjoyed the people, definitely the people, because it was my first job, and they were all so nice. And then just the repetitiveness of like seeing people like cycle in, and because it's a country club, so you see the same people, and so it was kind of nice to develop relationships with them pretty easily.
So you like the social aspect and
Yeah.
meeting the same people every day? Okay.
Yeah.
And at these jobs, did you see yourself as more of a leader or a follower?
I'd say a leader just because, like, I stayed there for a long time in Crestview's point of view because they just had a huge turnover rate. So I got to train a bunch of other people that were new, and so I'd say I definitely had to know what I was doing in order to teach other people. So I'd say
Okay, so you're a bit of both?
Yeah, if I need to be.
Yeah, correct. And do you feel that your numerous activities inside and outside of school would conflict with having a job at Starbucks?
I don't think they would, just because most of my activities are volunteer based, and so um, I think a lot of those schedules are pretty flexible, and they don't require a lot of my time, so I think I'd still have a lot of free time.
Right. And out of all these activities that you do have, NHS and volunteering, Quill and Scroll, editors, staff for your newspaper, do you think which one would be your favorite if you had to choose one?
Um, Probably my church's youth group, just because I've been in it since 6th grade, and just like working up all those years and getting to know everybody. And I'm in the worship band, so that's
Okay.
it's a lot of fun to do, and so that's probably one of my favorite activities.
Okay. And what is your favorite subject in school? I see that you have a 3.98 GPA, so you're very qualified in that aspect.
Probably English, because I've always been kind of a bookworm, and I used to write a little bit as a kid. Not very good at it now, but I still like to read a lot, and so that's pretty much what English is all about.
Okay. And personally, why do you feel like you would like to work for Starbucks?
Um, Mainly because I'm involved in so much in high school, and I would like to continue that into college, and I feel like um, I could definitely qualify for your needs, and just a lot of the skills that I saw on the website just kind of match up with some of the strengths I developed through my previous work jobs.
And you said throughout college, do you know what you're going to major in or where you're going to be going to college?
Well, I was accepted into K-State in the engineering department, so that's probably what I'm looking at right now, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. So engineering, you have to be pretty math oriented for that. Are you taking any hard math classes right now?
Yes, I'm an AP calculus, so I wouldn't say I'm a whiz at calculus because I'm getting used to it. But I'd say I'm not terrible. I could probably do some adding, subtracting, needed to.
Okay, perfect. So what are you looking for to get out of this job?
Probably just something, I don't know. I've never been a barista before. I mean, uh, I've been a waiter, so I've been working with like bartenders and stuff, but I've never been on that side of the counter. So I guess just to experience it and just to learn a bunch of new skills
Okay.
while I'm working there.
Spread out before you go through college and
Yeah,
go into the
just
real
as
world.
much work
Okay.
experience as I can.
Perfect. And just kind of a fluff question: do you have a favorite Starbucks menu item?
Yes, I go to the Andover Dillon Starbucks because they
Okay.
have one in there, and I usually get the caramel frappuccino just because it has those little caramel things on the top
Uh-huh.
on the whipped cream, and I always like that.
Very good. And personally, we deal with customers who come in. Some may test your limits more than others, and then some may be very nice, and then you'll have some in between. So, personally, how important is customer service to you?
It's very important because I know that the way the world works is you need customers in this kind of business. So definitely just making sure they're satisfied and that you do a really nice like product just like with how it looks and like how it is because they definitely some customers will be very blunt about what they think of it. So just definitely how just making sure everything turns out
Perfect.
perfectly.
So, along with customer service, what would you do if somebody came in and received an incorrect order?
Well, the way I've dealt with it in the past is I usually like ask them what they originally ordered, then they'll tell me and I'll make sure that like nothing happened or because sometimes just miscommunications happen, and so I'll usually make sure it's remade, and then you don't charge them for two drinks, you just charge them for the original one, and then usually I'll talk to the manager see if we can throw in like a coupon or like some sort of free drink or something next time they come in,
Okay.
just to keep them happy, and they're usually pretty calm about it
Okay.
afterwards.
Very nice. Very nice. So, in your past jobs, you said that you did have stressful experiences. Could you name one of those off the top of your head that you do remember?
Yes, like at Crestview when I was new, because it was my first job, I dealt with like there was this miscommunication with how they wanted their meal done because some of the members have been members for like decades, and that
Mm-hmm.
was like my first couple months there. So I messed up on their order, and I had to go back. I had to tell first the people and explain to them what happened,
Okay.
and I think we had to do something with their meal, like but then I also had to go talk to the cooks. So I just think developing relationships to get all those problems figured out with everybody being satisfied in the end is probably the best way to deal with it.
Okay. Perfect. And this job is very repetitive. You come in, you see a lot of people, all ordering coffee or pastries that we serve. And would you be motivated enough every day to come in and work at the same high level of quality and professionalism that you would every day?
Yeah, I think so. Just because, just the repetitiveness sometimes helps me get it down a lot faster. So it definitely helps. And then just like figuring everything out because customers will always ask questions that you don't always know the answer to,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how long you work there. And just the different variety of customers that come in, it always keeps it interesting. I'd say.
So those are all the questions I have for you. Do you have any questions for me about being a barista?
Yeah, just about how your training works, just because I've never
Okay.
had to be
Mm-hmm.
working behind the counter like that.
So it's a very basic training. When you start working for us, you would come in and sort of shadow one of our baristas, and he or she would let you follow them around and maybe take over for smaller jobs, maybe let you handle one customer at the drive-thru really quick and then go make the drink. But it's more of a learning with a teacher process, so you just follow them around until you start to get it a little bit better. Then you'll slowly take on more responsibility over the time that you work. And that
Mm-hmm.
process normally takes about 1 month, maybe longer, depending on how much you work there. And since I know you go to school, it might take a little bit longer than that. And that's how you'll eventually
Okay,
be trained for working here.
sounds good.
Perfect. So thank you for coming in today, and I have your contact information. I will let you know.
Okay, it was nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Okay. Mom, you can stop recording.